Everyone knew her as the golden girl of the Brady Bunch, the flawless, smiling face of Marcia Brady. But behind the polished image was a story that no one saw coming. Maureen McCormick wasn't just a teen idol, she was a ticking time bomb of secrets, heartbreak, and bold decisions that would shatter her perfect girl reputation. As the cameras stopped rolling, Maureen's real life took a sharp turn, one filled with shocking choices, personal demons, and an unfiltered transformation that left fans stunned. The world may have loved Marcia, but Maureen was about to show them someone entirely different, someone they weren't ready for. On screen, Maureen McCormick seemed to live the dream. As Marcia Brady, she embodied the perfect daughter, cheerful, polished, and adored by millions. But behind the scenes, the pressure to maintain that squeaky clean image was suffocating. Hollywood had boxed her in, and she quickly learned that any hint of imperfection could threaten her rising fame. As she grew older, the gap between who she was and who the world expected her to be became unbearable. Off camera, she battled self-doubt and a growing identity crisis. The fame that once felt magical started to feel like a trap. And Maureen? She was about to break free in a way no one saw coming. When Maureen decided she was done being Marcia Brady, she did not just step away, she slammed the door shut. Determined to shed the good girl image, she shocked fans by taking on roles that were bold, provocative, and at times downright scandalous. Gone was the polished sweetheart. In her place stood a woman unafraid to challenge the image that made her famous. From risque photo shoots to daring performances, Maureen left little to the imagination. It was a complete 180 from the girl next door the world had adored. Some fans were stunned, others were fascinated. But one thing was clear: Maureen was done playing it safe, and she was just getting started. As the spotlight faded, Maureen began revealing the cracks behind the perfect facade. In interviews and her brutally honest memoir, she opened up about battles few ever suspected, addiction, mental health struggles, and the emotional weight of growing up under constant scrutiny. The girl who once lit up living rooms across America had been silently breaking for years. Her candid confessions stunned the public. She spoke of rejection in Hollywood, toxic relationships, and spiraling moments that nearly ended her career and her life. But through the chaos, Maureen's honesty struck a chord. She was no longer just a former child star. She was a real person, exposing the pain fame had hidden for far too long. Just when it seemed like Maureen's story might end in tragedy, she flipped the script. After hitting her lowest point, she found strength in faith, family, and a fierce will to rebuild her life. The same woman who had once spiraled out of control was now speaking openly about healing, hope, and second chances. She reintroduced herself to the world, not as a scandal, but as a survivor. From heartfelt appearances on reality TV to showing off her goofy, grounded side on Dancing with the Stars, Maureen embraced her past without letting it define her. She wasn't hiding anymore. She had reclaimed her story, and people were finally seeing the real her. Maureen McCormick's story isn't just one of scandal or shock, it's a lesson in resilience. She went from America's sweetheart to a woman who broke every expectation, stumbled hard, and still managed to rise again. Her journey exposed the hidden cost of fame, but also the power of truth and transformation. Today, she's no longer defined by a single role or a troubled past. She's living proof that reinvention is possible, even in the unforgiving world of Hollywood. And something tells us Maureen's not done surprising us just yet.